Number 1. The Deep Sports Breakdown. The mechanic is dead simple. One sharp question as the title, one confident answer, clean animation over a calm voice. NTRCPT does this with football. Why are Premier League stadiums so small? Did 391,000 views. How to Save a Football Club did 301,000. And the timing right now is loud. The World Cup is on, so football is getting a massive search spike. But here's the honest part. That spike is exactly why this corner is jammed with channels, and football is general interest. So the RPM sits low, somewhere around $2 to $4. So you take the breakdown engine and bend it into a sport that has far fewer essay channels. Basketball, like this channel, whose every position in basketball explained did 358,000 views. Or motorsport, like Pepe Explains Cars, whose 7 fastest cars in motorsport explained did 228,000. Same skeleton, thinner competition. Just know the World Cup lift fades after summer, so build the channel to survive on evergreen questions, not just the tournament. Number 2, the same breakdown engine, pulled completely out of sports. Watch how far it travels. Stick Figure Explains breaks down your own life with drawings a child could make. How to Actually Quit Any Addiction has 3.8 million views. How to Fix Your Life did 1.2 million. Self-improvement runs around a $4 RPM, so 3.8 million views is roughly $15,000 from just one video. And your only real cost is a freelance animator at $80 to $100 a video you can find on Fiverr. The barrier is so low that this niche floods quickly, and a generic self-help channel disappears in a month. So use the niche-bending concept to survive. Point the same explainer at science curiosities like Zen, whose single video on the Calhoun effect hit 3.5 million. Or at internet mysteries like this channel, whose most dangerous computer viruses did $668,000. Pick a lane with fewer stick figures in it, and the format does the rest. Number 3, the Hyperspecific Psychology Profile, and this is one of the most durable plays on the list. Most psychology channels stay way too broad, which is why they get buried. Frank Educates did the opposite and went painfully narrow. The Psychology of Black Gen X Men Who Live Alone did 281,000 views. This video did 89,000. He didn't invent anything. He took what works for a channel like Psychology Simplified and narrowed it onto one very specific American group. Here's why it pays. That audience is older and US-based, which pushes the RPM up toward the higher end of normal, call it $5 to $8, well above general content. And the niche barely saturates because there is an almost endless supply of microgroups nobody has profiled yet. By the way, these are made with nothing more than Nano, Banana, and CapCut, so if you want a full breakdown of how to edit one, comment the word breakdown and I'll build that video for you. Number 4, the Every X Explained catalog, and here the bend is the language itself. The format promises completeness, every single one, so the viewer stays to the end. Bob Curioso runs it in Spanish, and his video did 212,000 views because he took a format proven in English and pointed it at the nearly 600 million people who speak Spanish. Be honest with yourself about the trade, though. A Spanish or Latin American audience usually pays a lower RPM than a US one. So you are trading higher reach for lower dollars per view. The upside is durability. The catalog never runs dry. Pointed at mythology, like this channel, making this amount of view on his video, or at dark history, like this channel, whose deadliest weapons from every era did 500,000 views. One skeleton, endless episodes, and almost no production cost beyond CapCut and a Gemini script. Number 5, and this is the one from the very start, the 3 a.m. gaming horror hook. Lab 3 a.m. films drones catching creatures and bath bombs at 3 in the morning, and the numbers are absurd, 6.9 million on one, 4.4 million on another. So why isn't everyone copying it? Because this is where you need the truth. Gaming pays a low RPM, $2 to $4, the audience skews young, which can drag it lower, and this style is volatile, it lives and dies on trends, so a channel can spike and crater fast. The smart move is to take that "what happened to" cinematic mystery hook and bend it somewhere that pays more and lasts longer. Lost history, like Lost Legacy, whose video did 222,000, or Bible storytelling, like Bible Animations, whose the entire Bible drawn and explained did 635,000, and Bible Fix, whose What Happens When You Put God First did 500,000 views. One honest warning before we continue. If you build on Bible content, write your own script and record your own narration, Never re-upload someone else's sermon or footage, or you risk a copyright strike on your own channel. And if you use an AI voice or AI images, add a simple made with AI line in the description to stay on the right side of YouTube's rules. If you're getting value so far, hit subscribe. Money Groot breaks down what is actually working in Faceless YouTube every week. And quick heads up on what's coming, the format that did nearly 10 million views on one upload is next. Then the POV format that turns history into a movie. And at the end, the niche that pays the most per view on this entire list. Number 6, the Weird Facts compilation, the laziest format here to actually produce. There is no story to build, you just stack short, surprising facts back to back. What Gives does it with animals, and animals with the most depressing lives did 839,000 views. Bend it into weird history, and it goes nuclear. Salmonella Academy did nearly 10 million views on banned and controversial foods. Or into space, like Captain Cypher, whose weirdest things found on Mars did 581,000. The longevity is excellent. This kind of niche never runs out of facts, and strong thumbnails can carry one video for months. But here is the catch you have to respect. A pile of clips with a voiceover is exactly what YouTube flags as reused content, so your facts have to be genuinely rewritten, your narration original, and your editing real, or you get demonetized. Make it yours and it prints. Phone it in and it dies. Number 7, the POV every rank format, and honestly, this might be the best all-rounder on the list. The mechanic is a ladder. You walk the viewer up a hierarchy one rank at a time, and the climb itself is what holds them. The animal person runs it on animals. Your life as every ant colony rank did 653,000 views. Now look where it goes when you bend it. Grim history, like this channel making this amount of views from just one video. War, like Unknown Frequencies, what it was like to be every British Army rank in World War II, 306,000. Or extreme what ifs, like Torek, I survived every backroom level, 3.3 million. The reason this one is a keeper, history and war content in English sits at a high RPM, often $4 to $10. The topics are evergreen, so nothing goes stale, and the title basically writes itself every single time. Strong now, strong in 2 years. Number 8, the Social Skills Secret, a quietly reliable evergreen. That guy teaches exactly one social skill per video, and his 2 videos did this amount of views. The format is a promise of a small superpower in under 10 minutes, and self-improvement holds a solid mid to high RPM. But broad social skills are busy, so sharpen the audience instead of the topic. Find the person who feels the pain tonight. Dating, like Beyond Attraction, whose every sign a girl has a crush on you did 151,000. Or the Charisma Lab, whose 5 mistakes that kill attraction did 162,000. Or Discipline and Self-Respect, like Mr. No Plan A, whose one video on handling humiliation did 321,000. The demand here never dies. People will always want to be liked. More discipline, more in control, which is exactly why this niche lasts. Number 9, the step-by-step explainer, sitting in the highest paying corner of the whole platform, so pay attention. Jack explains, money teaches one money idea at a time, and how to turn saving into investing did 318,000 views. Finance is one of the best paying niches there is, often $4 to $6 RPM, and sometimes far higher, because the audience is older and advertisers fight over them. So 318,000 views at a $5 RPM is around $1,500 from one upload, on a topic that never goes out of season. Now keep that exact calm teaching format and bend it into the other evergreen people search forever, health and fitness. Bro Pumps, You're Doing Push-Ups Wrong did 3.8 million views. Captain Workout breaks down fat loss, and there are versions aimed at women, like Sculptress and Fit and Curious. The beauty of this bend is the topic supply. You can teach the body for every age and every gender, which is a near infinite content well, and both finance and fitness stay in demand for years. Number 10, the sports niche once again with a signature twist, and this is the timeliest play on the list, with a catch. This channel makes football arguments with one repeatable hook formula. Mbappe is what Zlatan warned us about did 579,000 views, and another in the same style did 346,000. The hook is the whole format, a famous name, plus a claim you have to click to settle. Right now, the timing is perfect. The World Cup has football peaking, and the UFC is having a huge mainstream moment. So combat sports are hot too. Ben the Same warned us about Engine into another passionate fan base. Simply Hoops did it in basketball, and one video crossed 500,000 views. the identical skeleton on a new sport. It works for MMA narratives and for opinion animation too. Just go in clear-eyed, hot-take sports content rides the news cycle, so it spikes hard around big events and cools between them. Pick the sport you genuinely love so you can keep feeding it when the hype dies down. And it becomes your cash cow instead of a one-week spike. So that is 10 formats, everyone already proven, with real view counts you can check for yourself right now. You never invented anything. You took a skeleton that works and pointed it at a niche the crowd hasn't reached yet. That is the whole game. Don't copy, bend it. And you can build any of these with free tools, even from zero today. ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini for the ideas in the script. Whisk, Grok, or Kling for visuals. 11 Labs or Google AI Studio for the voice, and pick a custom voice, not the default preset, so you don't sound like everyone else. CapCut to edit, and most of this runs on your phone. So here is what to do. Pick the one niche that fits you best, weigh the honest read I gave you, and make a single video bending it this week. If you want the full list, all 10 formats with the exact channels and the open niches to bend each one into, it's a free doc, link is in the description. And if this gives you a real idea, a quick like helps YouTube push it to more people who want to start. Quick disclaimer, the earnings and results shown in this video are examples, not a promise. Most people who start a channel make little or nothing, and your results depend on your own effort, your consistency, and a bit of luck. Nothing here is financial advice. Treat this as education, not a guarantee.